quite boring though. You're saying it's like measured drawings.
Yes. Purely by accident.
Just before you...
You know that is, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What is it? What? Yes.
2006, Spatial Interface Architecture and Technology, complete with an article in by Dr. Victoria Watson.
I've got the file that way, David.
Have you?
On a stick, yeah, you can have that.
Ah.
The air poster.
Oh yes, you want that, yeah.
I'll put it in.
Oh, good. Have you got your laptop here?
No.
Oh.
Don't worry.
That's it. Anyway, there's...
That's the one you didn't put in, isn't it?
Pardon?
That's the one that I'm not in.
No, you are in there.
Oh, yes.
It was at Westminster, wasn't it? There's John Goodburn, quite a few people. Jason Bruges.
It was a conference, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember it.
Yes.
Yeah. I've even got it.
Is that the one you organised?
No, I don't organise.
Oh, that's right. Penny Lopez turned
That's
out.
the side.
That's good, isn't it?
That interests me. God is love.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm a sinner. Please come upon my body and into my heart.
There's mine.
No, this is a nice, pretentious statement. In the modern, there was architecture with nature, and postmodern, architecture out of nature. Do you think would get me into PVA's league?
Yeah, I think you might. Just that statement alone would get you into this unit. This is I find interesting. I'd like to draw your attention to number 2 there.
Yeah, this is funny because this is 1972.
Yeah.
This was written.
That's very timely.
Ways you can depollute the earth.
There you go.
That's 50 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but like this, if you accumulate coat hangers, don't junk them. Return them to the cleaners.
Yeah.
Well, you're using a dry cleaner for all your coat hangers. Is that where you're getting all your coat hangers?
No.
Well, I'd like to know
use
you
a dry
did
cleaner.
because that's definitely polluting.
Yes.
Coat hangers. I am put a key.
Yeah, but return them to the dry cleaner.
Yeah.
Why are you using a dry cleaner in the first place?
If you smoke filter tip cigarettes, don't flush them down the toilet.
No, just
No,
stand
they'll ruin
on
your
them
planet.
in the street.
Yeah.
Someone will sweep them up.
Put them in the garbage.
What's wrong with dry cleaner?
Number 7,
Scott's
Scott's
Polluting, aren't they? Chemicals. That's my point.
Oh, we're dry cleaners because they're the next to go along with cars.
Oh no, I've got a load of stuff I've got to pick up.
Oh right, I see.
Dry cleaner
Oh,
now.
fine.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that this person's assuming that you get all your hangers from the dry cleaner, so you must be doing a lot of dry cleaning, which is quite polluting. Yeah,
if you
that was my.
that many coat hangers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's American.
I tend to get mine from, I
Take the bus to work.
Yeah,
1972.
that's very good.
Yeah.
85% of people in Camden use public transport.
I do.
85%, that's huge.
That's huge.
And they say it's not enough, they want 93%.
Very specific.
Well, they're going to get there because
You
they
want to
charge
try
not for
getting on the
parking.
tube train.
I tell you.
Yeah, and everything's privatised, so nothing goes back into anybody's
I've got a
pocket.
car.
Get
I walk everywhere.
Get anti-pollution ideas into kids' heads. If you're a teacher or a scout leader, etc., teach children about litter. Is that what you're doing?
That's what I do.
Conservation, noise, and about being considerate.
Yeah, I teach them about that all the time.
So who wrote this?
This is amazing, actually. It's
I don't know who wrote it.
1972.
Somebody called
Lester.
Lester Brown, World Without Borders, 1972.
Well, they're fairly straightforward ideas, aren't they? People just put it slow on the uptake, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's taken them, what,
Get it
more than
to their
40
heads.
years?
People forget
Almost 50.
how long it's been going on.
Number 1 should just be get it all into their heads, followed by 1.
Measure detergents carefully. You'll help out 1/3 of all detergent water pollution.
Yeah.
Never flush away what you can put in the garbage can.
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
Yeah.
Don't finish that.
Okay.
I don't want any sense of the heavy yellow
What's
again.
this?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's it.
press
That's why I stopped.
No, this is quite...
Sometimes you need to let
I mean,
them
I don't
get
flush
that,
every time I
and
go
then you
in.
press
Why
that.
would you? I mean, at home, that is. You know, I don't make the kids do that.
And when it goes off, it's off.
Do what
So you should carry a little can.
Don't anticipate too much, you'll be
Yeah.
frightened.
Little leather
Try it again.
can.
Little leather can for everybody needs to
This
stop.
is
Don't be frightened of
a
it.
paper about the work of Mark Pauline. Does anybody? Have you heard? Pauline, have you heard of Mark Pauline?
Yes, I've scanned something.
I thought you said Martin Pauling.
No, Mark Pauline. Because you know Mark Pauline.
No, Mark Pauling.
He was an American artist who used to hire tanks and shoot at things. and strap things to his body. It's very
All
good.
kind of things. Good body.
There might be a picture here, I don't know. There. Pauline with the arm
Oh look,
controller.
it's got sort of.
Workshop scene. Guns, you can play with guns.
So this is some kind of mechanical arm control,
Yeah.
very early kind of.
That's right, yes, very early.
And do you like this paper? Or
No.
You read it?
No, I read it, yeah. Futurist magazine is keep surfacing in lots of boxes, don't
They
they?
do, don't they? We've seen them recently.
19. What is anticipatory democracy? Any of you read Alvin Toffler? You know, he wrote. Yeah, he
know
wrote
the name,
a book
but
called
yeah.
Future Shock.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
An
Sort of
anticipatory
late
democracy.
60s.
We've got one of those, haven't we? Here at the AA. I think we do now.
Herman Kahn, his famous book was Thinking the Unthinkable, which is about atomic warfare.
We had a conversation about
Yes,
that.
we did. He said we hadn't done this box.
No, but this was the same one that you took yesterday.
Yeah,
So either you slid it in the box,
I
or
don't know.
you got two
Yes, I
copies.
took it yesterday.
Yeah, because we talked about the.
See, I forget everything.
Yeah.
Now you've
You
got
took
your
one
name.
here. Yeah, you forgot my name.
You're Sabrina, aren't you?
No, you called Sabrina Roberta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get all the scans.
Between the self and the system, this is.
Yeah, how do you open it? Yeah, rarely. Oh, great, really? Yeah.
Sort of, what's this Earthrise newsletter? What is it? Architectural student, what is
Did
it?
you scan the cover of that?
This is an American student magazine.
Efficient.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you make notes on these things?
Something I
When
use
it goes off,
sometimes,
sorry,
yes.
you know that it hasn't, but sometimes
It's got a date on it.
Yeah.
you just press it longer.
Press it long enough, I can't get
It's very dense, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this.
What's
Valuation results. Shit.
Oh, is that one of those tutor forms? Like
Oh,
we
yeah,
put up
basic.
there?
Oh, yeah. What do you think?
Oh,
The subject matter of this course is interesting to me.
No, it's
yeah.
the same.
So
Pre and
Nothing's
post.
changed in.
Pre what? Pre
you have to rub it over.
course and post course. Yeah, rub it over.
There must be a dated variant.
It's called proto.
Hand Holland.
It's a what?
Hand Holland.
What's this?
Can I see this?
What's that say? Evolutionary environmental systems. It's been going a long time, hasn't it?
The computer greatly increased
Well,
the
that's a
time
bit
I had to
PVA.
do
Looking back at
computer
Vitruvius
science.
through
It made no difference.
psychologically coloured glasses.
Computer greatly increased the amount of time
See, certain
I was
psychological
graduate
colour.
Definitely.
I like that.
I think that was part of that.
Yeah. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
These
An
boxes
experiment in
start
the use of
in order.
computer-based energy
Aha.
considerations in architectural design.
Not to jump ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what this was. Well, that's 1969. 1963. Looks like it's a catalogue.
That was a good year.
Are you in there? Look.
Yeah. Kurt Schwitters.
All right.
Yeah. Dennis
Oh, some of the
Oppenheim.
greats.
Yeah.
Klaus Oldenburg.
Yeah. Oh, more. Jan Dibbits.
This is a sort of, this is like the Hollywood one, but for,
Yeah,
for like
exactly,
modern art. This looks good. Look, fill your own TV TV
Yes.
times in. What's on? Nothing. So let's make some
There you are.
programs.
Copyright Dennis Posselt, Mike Myers.
Oh right, that's your.
there
your
he
uncle.
is, my
There
best
he
friend.
is.
Yeah.
Look what he used to,
What
the
did he
TV that only Cole can imitate.
That's amazing. Because people did that, didn't they? This became a thing. That
Yeah,
people
but
would
he's
buy
just got
videos.
Cole imitating the television.
Cole imitating the television. That's.
Radio Times.
Magically.
It's very Mike Myers, be honest now, look out of the window. The view's always painted on the glass, isn't it?
This I like.
It's scanned
Yeah.
now, I think,
It's just nothing on.
big scan.
Yeah,
That one's
that's
really nice.
pretty much
They
nothing
were
has
really-
changed
they
in
were
the
really
last
good.
40 years.
I like this one.
Has it?
Yes.
50 years? 53 years?
No, but the colour.
Yes.
Really nice.
Polydome.
Look at this guy.
I know.
He's got ears like Jack as well.
Oh yes, he's
What?
He looks like Jack himself. A bit, with,
His ears.
Do you want to picture?
with the hat on.
Scan
with the
that.
hat on.
A lot of-
Scan that. Also, it's Jack.
a lot more. It sounds like a lot more editing.
More liable.
Is it more liable?
Liable editing.
Oh, it's alright. I think Jack.
Busy last week.
It's got
Where was that
no date
picture
on.
that of Mike Myers thing of the coal in the cinema?
Okay, show this
They've got structures.
haven't scanned
Only at the AA do they think our structures are innovative or experimental.
Experimental. We've been doing them for years.
Oh, that's experimental. It's an inflatable.
It's cute.
This is 1967. This was a really interesting.
Scanned.
I think it was part of somebody's PhD, Urban Node and Information Network. So, you see, already then, what, 50, nearly 60 years ago, people were
Oh, we went red
thinking
then.
about city and
Badly
information.
scanned.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, it's fine.
It's quite an
That's
interesting
good. Look at
diagram.
that. Yeah.
With this.
Distances various persons would walk to avoid making a telephone call.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Because you could redo it.
Order lunch.
Yeah.
By your secretary. It's quite some distance. See your best friend.
Oh,
Ranger
Arrange a mortgage.
I'd like to do that again with
Yeah,
new,
That's
some
good.
different
That's
categories.
good.
I like that.
I like that. That should be scanned.
Yes.
Definitely.
Popular sounds. We've had these before, haven't we?
I would just say that's. I just called the talking clock. Has anyone done that recently? Time sponsored by Accurist will be 5:34.
How
Did we?
the talking clock is now Scottish.
Yes, we called it, didn't we?
Yeah. Because like my favorite is if you be glad, I'll be frank. They
Right.
can't stop it. And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
man who calls the talking clock and
clock.
realizes it's his wife. And tries to like appeal to her to come back.
I think AA officers should look a bit more like
Oh, I
that.
love that. That's marvellous. Look at that.
That's cozy.
I'd like a chair like this.
Yes.
Something.
Should we
And behind the
get a student to collage you
Yeah.
you both into here?
yeah, definitely. I'd like to be
For
sitting
winter time.
in
Yes,
there.
AA Christmas card.
AA Christmas card.
The
Yeah, you could.
the
Make that quite
AA's
festive.
director's PA and another important person in the office.
And Roberta and Roberta.
Roberta knows
How
Sabrina's
to leave your family without leaving home. That's good.
Well, I'd like to know about that, thanks.
They
It's
can
very
show you how
useful.
to make it. See, very useful.
Nowadays, if someone lives at home,
This was, what's that?
Yeah.
blueprints.
What's that? Underwater? What is it?
There's a suction hose, so that must be some kind
An
of
underfloor freezer. Fridge, it's a fridge under the fridge.
underfloor fridge. So to keep your feet cool in summer.
Yeah,
or just when your underfloor heating breaks, you can
more
turn it
garden
Look at that
tractors.
guy on that tractor.
More tractors. Do we need more tractors?
Fishing.
Yeah, we did have quite a lot, didn't we? Lawnmowers and tractors.
I know, there's a lot of men in this magazine.
Cars probably.
Yes, and when the women are in it, they're normally
Mini skirts.
sort of
Reading a
watching.
book and having a baby a year. That's what they do.
Not men, women.
Yeah, that's something I've always aspired to. Yeah, I'd like to be that
Yeah, we've
lady.
learned a lot.
No, there's no women in that one.
No, there's too much instruction in that one to allow any women inside. They probably mess it all up. They make a right old tip of it. No.
This is a good one. Bodies in the air, flying with all drones, jumping in clouds, will be falling in love to the rhythm of error and mistake.
That's my day.
They were students were asked to make a statement for their open jury.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I like them. I like the one about butterflies.
Are students allowed to make statements anymore?
I hope so. What's the point of being here?
Yes, that's an AA.
Oh man, there's some really ridiculous things on here.
They said, do a statement.
About the war, where it's like, why are we putting money towards arts and stuff? And then Churchill said something like, well, what are we fighting for then?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Did he?
Remember that from Senator? Churchill's quote about someone saying
That's
something
PCL.
about putting too much money towards the arts.
Well, some
he said,
exhibitions
what-
a long time ago.
Well, what else are we fighting for? Why are we bothering to fight?
Yeah.
The lights, but you
Yes, I don't know
recognise
the exact.
Yeah.
I like
Churchill said that.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oil.
But he did.
Yeah, these are all pictures of trailers. Because at that time I lived in late 60s in Virginia, and students would live they would buy a trailer to live in.
While they were students.
Because it was cheaper than renting, and then they would sell it on when they left. But some of them who stayed, say, in the town, they would build a house around it. And I remember going to one. Well, Frank Gehry did that at his house a bit, didn't he, in LA? He bought an old suburban house and then built around it and still. So you go into what appeared to be a nice house,
and then there's a
an old trailer.
Wow.
Really great.
That is cool.
But
Look at those old cars.
you don't know what these are called, do you young people?
Between these things.
What's this called?
That it's I do know. If you tell me, I'll know.
Contacts.
A contacts. That's it.
And well, it's nice to be thought of as young.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, I'm so to
Yeah, it's a black one of those.
When
It's
you
Blackstad,
for
Virginia.
how pictures. I mean,
yeah, we grew up with this.
we grew up with contacts. I just couldn't remember what they were called.
Contact sheets.
Contact sheets.
When we got there, Kennedy had just been assassinated.
First job I
And you need a thing like that. to look at.
Child.
Yeah, because we went to a party, a faculty party, and we were saying, oh, isn't that terrible, you know, Kennedy was assassinated. What? Best thing that's happened for years, they would say.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they were really pleased. Thank God we got rid of him.
Who were the students in the?
Students and staff.
Really?
Yeah.
Literally, this is the day that Kennedy died. People were saying things like that.
Yes.
That I find quite extraordinary, though. Mind you, because I didn't think he was that divisive a figure. Not like Margaret Thatcher. Everyone was delighted when she finally pegged it. But Kennedy, that surprises me that people were on the day. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Maybe we're just not fashionable like him.
Well, that's part of the project. It's plotting everybody's movements across the
got
city.
this
I
one
just
right.
got people to
No,
tell
no,
me
we
where
didn't.
they were going.
This is
and
the
then
Alps, this
did
is the
lines.
Great.
Right.
So the place that where would we most cross in London, that would become...
And where is this,
I
though?
don't know, just an imaginary...
It's an imaginary spot of London.
Yes.
Imaginary constellation
This
of
is from Zach.
London.
Well, that's Benny Barrett on her
Zachary.
log with an outboard,
And is that
on a dog, pardon,
It's just been in the water, it's shaking off.
shaking off information.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
Yeah, do you remember Gordon Watson's son? Is he still?
He is, yeah.
Is he really? Yes, he drew those lines. Yeah, he did a series of lovely drawings for me for the dog.
Ah, okay. I've seen those drawings, I didn't realise
Does
it came from...
I don't-
Yeah, she's in her
Right.
bikini. And she's,
Yes.
looks like, what's she doing? She's sitting on a rock or
Ah.
is she on a motherboard? Not sure.
No, that's the
Yes, it
text.
looks like an outboard motor on a rock.
Yeah,
Driving a rock, obviously.
This is what we women folk do.
for the
Yeah, in bikinis.
moratorium on
We
building.
pretend to drive because we're not really allowed to. It would be bad if we got in a boat and tried to drive it.
Someone gave me a rock you could drive, I would say no.
This is part of it's got a date on for once, 1974. A text which got part of a project I think which is to stop the building of any new buildings. called a moratorium on building.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Mark Fisher, whenever
Absolutely
he
no new buildings.
no new buildings
No,
at
none
all,
whatsoever.
none whatsoever. Yeah, we've got plenty, just don't use them properly.
Yeah.
Could you mend old buildings? We would
Really?
You could mend
you
them,
mend
yes.
them, yeah, but you
But-
can't make new ones.
Because every time Mark Fisher used to meet, he always said, "You're such a failure, David, aren't you? Look, all these buildings going up." This was part of that project called Memory Poles. I see the sort of stupid person I am. You know how when were you ever in the Girl Guides, or if you're a Boy Scout,
2 minutes I've gone
you used to have a
5
stick.
years.
I forgot what you called your stick.
Oh, a stick?
Yeah, a sort of thing about that long. Were you a Boy
Was it for
Scout?
sports?
And whenever you went anywhere, you'd get a badge and you'd stick it on. And so I call them memory. I thought
you
memory.
can stick.
Were you in the Boy Scouts?
Yes, all little boys were in the Boy Scouts.
Stick.
And
It's
so,
really hard to imagine you as a little Boy Scout.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
and so I tried to invent a project where these became architectural objects of kind of memory, called memory poles. Yes.
Or memory pole. That's good. Let's see, can we see that?
And so there's some in the sea, and there's some more in the sea.
a good one.
But also, I was interested in how little could I draw,
Get
because
this one?
I was always envious of Peter Cook and people and lots of students who drew beautifully. How could you not draw? How could you communicate something with as little as possible?
From hand to paper is
So let's have a look how much we draw. Oh, those little dots.
Yeah,
Put those on
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right.
Memory poles. Here's some more. Look, here's.
Well, that one's been around a long time as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Drawing less. In
Yes,
the
I
context
suppose
of
it
drawing
has.
too much.
Yeah, there's city marks in a pool, memory locations, and this is something. Funnily enough, do you ever listen to Gardener's Question Time?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you listen to it this Sunday?
No, I
It was
didn't.
from Nottingham.
What was it?
Nottingham has the largest area of allotments in the world.
Wow,
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
World. When you said that, you were like, yeah, world.
England, some, I
At least
didn't know,
England.
over 100 acres of allotments.
Wow. That's
And it's
huge.
all hilly. And it's really nice.
And is this part of it?
That's part
I like
of it,
that.
yes.
I like that wall.
Did you have,
Yeah, no,
have
it's
an
got
allotment?
beautiful-
Did your dad have an allotment?
No.
Did you, no? Oh, you had a real garden.
Yeah.
We had a garden and an allotment when I was
Did you?
growing up. Yeah, my dad went to
Has he
lots
done
of
that
vegetables.
one? Did you put these
Basically,
on your barrow?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is very
Good
nice.
move,
That's
good
lovely,
move.
yeah.
Does it with an infrastructure?
Oh,
Oh,
look,
that's
there you go.
important.
Memory poles.
There's his memory
That
poles.
goes, we must keep these
And
texts.
his,
'cause
and you
that
can get that
goes-
wall in as well.
This one goes with, you know that is out when I Zalks myself. This text went on that to cover my modesty, make me more modest.
What's he talking about?
Do you read it? And
You don't know that photography? I'll show it to you next time.
But next time.
You see-
That sounds like a
Will you-
great secret.
Yes, can we meet for a drink sometime? I'll show you my photocopies.
why don't you read that bit?
She's reading.
Yeah, everybody's reading it quietly though. But
Yeah.
can someone read it out?
Right,
So-
okay.
Yeah, sorry, Dave. So, just whatever that is, because Dave has given that big billing and we don't know what it
Oh, you want
is.
me to read it out?
Please.
What, the whole thing?
That.
All of it? Or just that?
We could read it.
Dear Peter, as a child of the 60s, I have always had a love affair with the machine and the ideas of the electronics returning man to a new relationship with nature. As a final attempt to purge myself of this fruitless and ridiculous lust, and also as an admission of my utter failure to produce for the wasteland of my mind any peace I might honestly describe as architecture, I submit to you this self-portrait. Within it you may find the three elements of my triangle, man, machine and nature. D. Green embracing a Xerox machine with flowers, green, Hegel, I presume,
Yeah, this is cheap.
Xerox.
Yeah.
Oh, not D. Hegel.
No, not
no,
Google.
no.
No.
Yeah, so that could be misconstrued.
You tend to forget, don't you?
Oh right, so that was the one on the picture.
Yeah, that was how
We put these to the side then, so you...
His proper AAs
Scanning?
went away one week
I think
and
it's
came back.
He's not scanned
I've
now.
not scanned this one.
He
Maybe
painted
just
the
leave them
whole
here,
office
sorry.
pink
Really?
and the floor, taken the carpet up and put
Here.
piles of pink paper on it. Yeah.
Who?
Someone else did.
Hans Hegel.
Hand Hegel.
What date is this? 1970. Put a sticker on the place on your body where you think you are most likely to get an information charge and read the following and take in the other information. This is a demonstration of what packaged information might be like, or if we can get it into stickers. So this was distributed. The idea was you could put that sticker and then instantly learn French.
Oh.
Hardware moratorium, a mythical phase out, 1970. Publication of the Doomsday Book, Ecology Lectures at the ICA. This is good fiction. 1970 also. Call a halt to booze power. It's 1970. University degrees in scavenging.
This could be part of it.
1983, US produces first trained insects to eat out Soviet allotments in... Yeah. So let's get a job. No, we're done. Oh, that was a competition entry with some photographs. This is a... Oh no. Now this was that map. It came with these instructions. All locations of telephones used, all locations of TV sets watched, all locations of information obtained, your information city. So the idea was you could plot your own particular kinds of city, and then they could all get overlaid with other people. And where they crossed, that was the sort of
The city centre.
the city centre, yes, which might
Be invisible.
be invisible.
Right. But there would be probably more than one,
Might not be
right?
where you would expect it to be.
No,
No,
I don't know.
I get that now.
Yeah, so that.
I remember Warren Chalk coming
Yeah.
out in crits.
Do you? Yeah, who's the person who's written what I think is best about him is Irene Skalberg. You know him? He wrote really nicely, about Warren.
Housing and urbanism.
So around this project of that, with these other instructions, I just tried to construct a sort of a story. So this was a postcard that was never sent, but I'd sent to Warren, you see.
So where did he fit into the archigram thing?
I suppose he was highly critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw him coming down there, you'd sort of, because he would come up to me, look it straight in the eye, and he'd say, "What are you doing?" And then all of a sudden, "Oh no, yeah, what am I doing? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing." Well, you know.
Did he do
But he
any
was
drawings?
he was a really generous, actually generous, sweet man, but he was a very perceptive critic, and often people don't like that. They just don't like too much perception, do they?
He drew though, didn't he? Didn't he draw?
Yeah, he used to be a really lovely draftsman, until he got the shakes. There's no date on this, but I was always interested in this sort of projected citizens' average daily time budget, assuming 90 minutes. 90 minutes that 90 minutes per day are allotted to interactive TV, proposed allotment. So it's trying to invent how you might occupy your day.
What? Totally watching TV? Did you watch TV? I remember hearing a rumour that you watched TV. Was it for a whole week or something?
Really?
Non-stop?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I might have done.
How does that
You might have been asleep.
Huh?
how does that compare to interacting with the internet now? Is that a similar
I
thing?
don't know. I guess somebody's done that now, hasn't they?
No, I mean, would you say it's a similar thing?
Yes, similar thing.
So it has happened.
But you don't,
What
on
was
the
it?
internet you click, don't you? You type in a word and off you go. Whereas on the telly you go to a programme.
All these other things, stuffy, laundry,
It's an
other
interesting
leisure.
comparison.
Other leisure.
Can't be the same.
Sexy time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, Scanner, do stuff.
You don't know who Ronnie Carroll is, do you?
No.
Ronnie.
Who is Ronnie Carroll?
An Irish crooner, wasn't he?
Was he?
He looks like a crooner.
He does.
Yeah.
Ronnie and June after their wedding.
Yeah,
1970.
yeah.
Why I took sleeping tablets. Such a real structure. Marriage is soccer boss's cure for rowdies.
I don't know why I've kept that. Not working out.
Liverpool's Emlyn Hughes, 23. Say that again, what was that? Liverpool's Emlyn Hughes, 23. I'm not a terrible troublemaker, but I have been sent off. However, one's personal relationships off the field have no effect whatsoever on play on the field.
How choices are made,
Yeah.
and actually designed. It's just a series of choices.
Yeah.
And just as in lexicon, you make up words and sentences and things
Yeah.
to get a meaning. The theory was that's what you do visually, to construct it from different elements.
Does this look as David with all your
No,
parts?
this is an Italian magazine where that was published, or was it? There's Warren. No, there's Jim Burns. Francois Barret. There's exactly what was published in this magazine. So, you know, just trying to be an intellectual, really.
Lots of chaps. So hair and beards.
Yes.
So it's an AA student, is it?
No, that was when I was teaching at Nottingham, the Fine Art Department. Yeah. He was a student of Victor Berging's.
Oh, yeah.
Just notes about city, different sorts of cities. More Casabella competition against.
This is like a
Did a lot of work on that.
but like, photograph.
Cities where TV generates conformity, it acts as a giant sync pulse perpetually every 526, 625, 406. That's the lines on the screen, isn't it? A sausage that flips before your eyes into the bureaucracy of governmental infrastructure.
A sausage.
Take that, yeah.
Sausage.
What's on TV, content doesn't matter. The process for imagery construction is powerful enough. What's this? Oh, that's more of that. The memory calls. God, I did a lot on that.
Memory holes.
Was another city sketch. They don't do sketches anymore, do they, students? So this was a sketch for a city about letters with a zone of letters and things around it.
Zoning, city zoning.
City zoning, yes. That was about a project I did with Hans. Yes. That was competition. And for a new library for Chung time. Oh, this is when I taught at the Art College, which was Trent Polytechnic then. Project with that. Where is it getting?
Yeah, come on, pictures, we want pictures.
We
We
want
want catalogues.
I
catalogues, mini skirts, Hollywood stars.
Oh, that's why they did it.
Huh?
That's why they did it. They just had all this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So we've got to switch it up a bit here. It's just like only short skirts. Titillation.
Yeah, I used to enjoy this dance. Panic Dorchester. I was reading a book called Panic Encyclopedia. I've forgotten who wrote it.
Panic Encyclopedia.
It was about postmodernism. He's really famous, and I've forgotten his name. Panic Encyclopedia. It's a really popular book.
Jeff Abbott?
No.
No, that's Panic.
Yes. He said that this was the most dominant feature of postmodernism.
Arthur Croker.
Arthur Croker. Yeah, it was a really good book.
That's a great image on the book, look.
Huh? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
brilliant
look at
book. Yeah.
I've got to go now, Daisy.
Okay,
That was
nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Yeah.
So we'll, we'll sort of all the other stuff.
Yes, can you could send it to Eddie? You've got his email, haven't you? We'll transfer it to him or something.
Yeah.
And then I've got your for air film that is in the middle of other films, and I don't know how to get it out. I'll ask Eddie how to do it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do it later.
All right.
See you, David.
See you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I've got to go down.
This is the writing file. A series of projects intending. Now, this was part. I think it might have been part of the Val Grant application. A series of projects intending to illuminate the questions and possibilities for an architecture within the context of a culture dominated by information technology. The liberation of habitat from the convention of society. Always shouting. You used to shout a lot, my generation.
Yeah.